Did you know that Vacheron Constantin is the oldest watch brand in the world? Yes, there are several watch brands that are older than Vacheron Constantin, but their history includes times where they didn't produce any watches or were simply out of business for a period. Vacheron Constantin's production has been uninterrupted ever since it was founded, which is a serious accomplishment considering the fact the company was launched in 1755. Vacheron Constantin is known for its complicated horologerie timepieces. The company puts a lot of focus on the art of fine watchmaking, which has led to creations of numerous highly complicated and extremely complex timepieces, one of which is the Celestia Astronomical Grand Complication 3600, which is powered by the caliber 3600, a mechanical hand-wound movement that features a staggering 23 complications. The watch has 3 different time zones displayed, which are all driven by 3 dedicated gear trains. The power reserve of this movement is an impressive 3 weeks, which is pretty challenging to produce in a watch on its own. The caliber consists of a total of 514 components, and to make it even more impressive, it measures only 8.7mm thick. The movement within the Celestia Astronomical Grand Complication 3600 was actually awarded the Mechanical Exceptional Watch Prize by the Grand Prix de Genève for its extraordinary achievement of this movement. Today we know the company is Vacheron Constantin. The name is a combination of the last name of the founder, Jean-Marc Vacheron, and François Constantin. François became a partner of the company in 1819, which led to the change of the name to Vacheron Constantin. Prior to this, the company was simply named Vacheron. In 1862, the company started to experiment with new technologies in order to make its timepieces more resistant. As you know, magnetism can be a huge issue for mechanical watches, and so Vacheron Constantin started to look for solutions to this issue. The result was that in 1885, the company created the first anti-magnet watch. This watch proved that it was able to resist the magnet fields. The logo of Vacheron Constantin is the so-called Maltese cross. Today, this logo is iconic and is simply attached to the company, but it was not introduced until 1887. The same year, the company actually changed its name to Vacheron Constantin Fabricants Geneva. Vacheron is well known for fine watchmaking, craftsmanship, and uncompromising attention to detail. This naturally also comes at a price. Accordingly, Vacheron created the most expensive wristwatch at the time in 1979, called the Calista. The watch had 118 diamonds on it and it had an initial price of $5 million. But compared to a lot of the other watch brands, especially in Switzerland, Vacheron Constantin have relatively small production. This explains why the company is not as well known as brands like Omega and Rolex, for example. When you focus on making horological timepieces, most of which are done by hand, production takes time and capacity is limited. This is exactly how Vacheron and Constantin want it. The result is that the company only produces between 20,000 and 25,000 timepieces per year. This of course is a lot, but compared to Rolex's 800 to 1 million watches per year, it's a drop in the ocean. Back in 2005, Vacheron Constantin created the most complicated wristwatch, which contains a total of 834 parts. I mean, can you just imagine the complexity for a watchmaker of manufacturing and assembling that timepiece? The watch was the Tour de France and had 16 complications. To reflect how hard it was to create and manufacture this timepiece, it was priced at over $1 million. So there you have like 10 facts about Vacheron Constantin, the longest running watch brand in history. I'm sorry if I absolutely butchered some of the pronunciation, guys. It's hard for me to pronounce some of these Swiss words, I can't lie. Like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you're new.